Planet Dolan.
From wearing an old lady's bikini to playing an air guitar while naked, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the most embarrassing things we've been caught doing. I'm Pringle the One, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 8 was submitted by Thornless TTV. Salty Squid was 10 when he decided to play some Mario Kart one day. While he was playing the game, he suddenly got the urge to have violent diarrhea. With him being 10 years old, he didn't consider going to the bathroom because he was about to win the game. So, Salty Squid fought through his intense urge and finished the game. On the way to the bathroom, he crapped himself. After having crapped himself, Salty Squid went into his bedroom to change his pants before anyone noticed. He closed the door and took off his dookie-filled pants. As soon as his pants were off, a family friend, who was their church pastor, randomly opened the door, seemingly looking for something. After he saw the brown scene that looked worse than hell itself, the pastor only said 2 things that Salty Squid will never forget. Have mercy! Number 7 was submitted by DoopiesDaBest. The most embarrassing thing Helbin was caught doing was when he was 10 years old and was curious about what it would look like to wear a bikini. One day, when he went to his grandma's house, Helbin went into her bedroom and pulled out the drawer where she kept her swimwear. He tried on his grandma's variety of bikinis and enjoyed the feeling of wearing the bottoms. When he was about to try on the 5th set of swimwear, Helbin's younger brother walked into the bedroom because Helbin forgot to lock the door. He caught Helbin butt naked and holding one of their grandma's bikini bottoms. He aggressively called Helbin out for being weird, dorky, and a gross freak. When they went home, Helbin's brother even told their parents, who gave Helbin a lecture about how it's not okay to cross-dress in other people's clothes. If you're gonna cross-dress, at least cross-dress with someone of the same age as you. Number 6 was submitted by Benny Rose 12. 2 years ago, Dolan and Gooby were playing around. Gooby suggested that they pretend that the floor was lava and that they had to avoid it. It sounded harmless enough to Dolan until Gooby suggested that they should play it naked. Not wanting to be a buzzkill, Dolan agreed. They played for half an hour before his mom, her boyfriend at the time, and Zaraganba walked in. They saw Dolan and Gooby in the nude while hopping from the table to the sofas. The most embarrassing part about it was that they had been watching them leap around on the furniture without touching the floor for 10 minutes. When Dolan and Gooby finally saw them, they froze in place, staring back at them for a few awkward seconds. Dolan and Gooby looked at each other before sprinting upstairs. Since then, Zaraganba and their mom have never let Dolan live it down. Number 5 was submitted by Kitty Cool Cat 16. The most embarrassing thing that Tolip was caught doing was something she did when she was little. When she was 6, Tolip would put underwear on her head and pretend to be a superhero. One day, she wore it with her school uniform. Unfortunately, she forgot to take the underwear off her head, so when she got to school, people began to point and laugh. The worst part was that the underwear Tolip had on her head had unicorns on it. After that day, she never put underwear on her head again. If only she went as Captain Underpants, Tolip edition. That might have worked. Number 4 was submitted by ItsDupieBrains. Back in high school, Lady Bot's birthday was coming up, and her entire acting troupe knew about it. So they decided to throw a big surprise party for her. Lady Bot's mom knew the director of the drama department very well, so they planned a huge party at her house. They knew Lady Bot wouldn't be home until later because she had dress rehearsals that night. What they didn't know was that Lady Bot was gay, and that she was going to bring home her girlfriend, Sharpie. Thinking that nobody was home, Lady Bot and Sharpie walked into the house and began making out as soon as the door closed. Just then, the lights came on, and a loud exclamation of "Surprise!" rang through the living room. Lady Bot and Sharpie looked in complete terror at the massive crowd of people that had filled into the living room. Lady Bot's entire family just stared at her. One of the people in her acting troupe even shouted, "I knew it!" To this day, her face gets red whenever one of her family members or friends brings it up. Number 3 was submitted by Caitlin Rose 9. It took Ramona a very long time to be fully potty trained. She wasn't fully trained until she turned 13 years old, but before that she had to wear a diaper. One time, in 2nd grade, Ramona was changing herself in the school bathroom. The lock wasn't fully functional and any kind of wrong move would open the door of the stall. When she leaned against the door to close the other diaper tab, the door swung open and she fell onto the floor. That was when Ramona noticed that there were other girls in the bathroom, who not only saw her half naked, but wearing a freshly changed baby diaper. The girls burst out laughing, and for a few minutes Ramona was frozen in embarrassment. She ended up peeing herself and had to change herself again. so she went back into the stall and slammed the door. While changing herself yet again, the laughter from the girls continued until they left the bathroom. When Ramona left the bathroom, she saw the girls standing there. One of them said, "Hey little baby, the nursery is the other way." Still embarrassed, Ramona rushed back to her classroom. It was so embarrassing that Ramona eventually transferred schools. Now that is some terrible bullying. Number 2 was submitted by Jack the Jack 12. When he was 11, Nixium had a hobby where he would steal his sister's dolls and fart on them with his naked butt. Luckily, he had never been caught by his sister or his parents. Until one day when his sister had her friends over, Nixium decided to steal a pink panda plushie which was his sister's favorite. So, he farted on the panda, but his sister unexpectedly opened the door and caught him doing his hobby. In an angry and shocked tone, his sister said, "No wonder why my toy smells so bad!" To make things worse, she called her friends over and, when they saw what Nixium was doing, they had the same reaction as her sister. As soon as his parents got home, his sister told them everything. Nixium was grounded for 4 months. Even now, he doesn't regret his hobby. My dude grabbed the panda, he was like, "Ah, give me your panda, I'm gonna put it in my ass." He just starts farting on that thing, man. Stanky Nixium. Number 1 was submitted by SurgerFreeToast. Ghost Toast loved AC/DC when he was a teenager. One day, his mom and brother went to the movies and he thought it would be fun to rock out to some AC/DC. After a while, Ghost Toast thought it would be fun to take off his clothes and play the air guitar. After getting undressed, he jumped on the coffee table, singing along and pretending he was on stage. Suddenly, his mom and brother came home and he fell off the coffee table and broke his arm. While recovering from his injury, Ghost Toast's mom bought him an AC/DC album. Even to this day, she jokes about it on his birthdays. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What is the weirdest thing you caught your boss doing? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care everybody. Peace.